Okay, guys, what is up? It is Pokeshawn, and today I am putting my new mic for my broadcasting. And for my first initial test, it sounds pretty good, so I'm pretty excited about that. As for the video itself, today we are doing a Pokemon Main Series tier list, so stay tuned, guys. Welcome to my tier list. Okay, first and foremost, I want to do it by the timeline of which the games came out. So what's on the bottom is not the order that I'm gonna do it in. Uh, just a little rule there. And another rule is that I cannot judge games I haven't played, which are only three of them. It's this one right here, this one right here, and where is the other one? This one right here. I don't notice like their logos or any. I mean, they look like they're Kanto games, but I can't tell what they are. Um, and because of that, I can't judge. So the other games though, I've played every other game, even like the different versions and stuff like that. So we will be judging those. So let's get started. Okay, Gen 1. Wow. Now, since it's Gen 1, obviously my first thing is S, because it started things out. You know, to bring in such greatness into the world. But sadly, I can't do that. And if I'm being honest, given at the time it came out, so it's a little unfair to judge it based off the technology that was available at the time. It was the mid '90s, so obviously the games aren't gonna look like gorgeous and stuff like that. So because of that, I gotta judge it accurately. And honestly, I'd say B. I'm gonna go with B tier, and then where's the other one? This should be right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go with B. And an important thing to notice is that, or note, is that it's all subjective. Your list can be completely different than mine, and I would still find out, like I would still understand how you got to where you like how you made your list, because like everything is subjective when it comes to how we personally take in these games. We all have biases based off the anime, or like what age we are, or like what was our first one. You know, there's many different things, so the variation in these lists is high, but at the end of the day, I'd still play any Pokemon game and still enjoy it to some extent. So important to note. And then we have the Gen 2 games, so like Crystal and Gold and all that. So gonna have to go with A. Yeah, the reason being is like I mean, you get to go. I personally like Johto, and not only that, but you get to go to two regions. So yeah, where's the other one? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done this where I have to search through it. It is right there. Okay, thank God. All right, Gen 3. We have the Emerald games, or the Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby. And Emerald is gonna go in A because it's Emerald. Okay, Rayquaza is amazing, and all the stuff that it added was fantastic. Okay, so but Sapphire and Ruby themselves weren't bad games, and I personally like Hoenn as well. I like most of the regions. So, but Hoenn is pretty cool. But I would have to put them in B tier. Okay. Gen 4, my personal favorite right here, and I think it's a lot of people's favorites, at least my age. Either that or Black and White. So where is Diamond and where is Pearl? There it is. A. Diamond and Pearl will go in A. Let's just make that clarification, because Platinum's gonna go in S tier. All right, and I don't think there's any discrepancies with that at all. I don't think anybody would really disagree with me. The only thing that I can say on Diamond and Pearl was that they were really slow. Like, I guess it was like all of Gen 4. It was just kind of like slower, but Platinum was, oh my God, it was amazing. I mean, Giratina might be the coolest Pokemon to me ever. That him or that and Rayquaza. So S. And then what came after that? Okay, so I didn't do. I forgot to go in order because the leaf green and all that, like the remakes came out for Gen 1, so we're gonna go back to that. I apologize. And then after that, we will go on to the Gen 2 remakes, which are Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So, I'd have to give them all A tier. They were really fun games, and it was the first one that I actually played. Like it was, I remember having it on like my Game Boy Advance and playing it, and it was mostly because my brother got me into Pokemon at first, but then I kind of superseded him into my Pokemon fandom. So shout out to him, but kind of left him in the dust when it came to the whole dedication. So what should we do next? Yep, Heart Gold. S. Oh, S. I love these games. I had the Pokewalker and everything. I used to play them nonstop. And actually, Heart Gold and Soul Silver actually are really pricey nowadays. Like they actually cost a lot. I remember one pricing had them for 120. You can get them for like 60, and I know there's like independent sellers that'll sell them for 30 or 40. But I remember one specific place selling it for 120, and I can't remember exactly what it was. So I guess you're just gonna have to take my word for it. But again, a big variation in their prices, but still, just to see that, wow, this game that came out, what was it, like 08, 09, something like 09, I want to say, or 10, somewhere around there, it's costing this much, you know. But anyways, I digress. Gen 5. Another one of my favorites. Black and White, I'm going to have to put in A tier. Yeah, this feels right. Amazing story. I didn't like the moving sprites. I think I talked about that in my last video. Soundtrack, amazing. So is Gen 4 soundtrack, by the way. So, and it was the first one out of Japan. So they were like, it was kind of new territory for them. But mainly the story carries it. The Pokemon selection weren't fantastic. I wasn't like, that whole Pokédex isn't like, wow, these are the best Mons ever, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, because of the story. And then V2s are in S tier, because it was the first time they did sequels, and I felt like they did them right. So I will give them extra points, and I personally played those a lot. So their S tier is where they go. Gen 6, C tier. Yeah. Anime was fantastic. The games were a little bit too easy. Not gonna blame them. First time they did Mega Evolution. So it's kind of like, what do we do here? And once I got like the Mega Lucario and the Mega Kanto starters, it was like just, oh my god, it was so easy. But because of that, it goes to C tier. I don't hate the region. I like the region a lot actually, and I felt like these games could have offered a little bit more. But sadly they couldn't get it right the first go around, and maybe they could have done it with Pokemon Z, but it seems like we will never get a Pokemon Z, so that doesn't even matter. Should have. I would have, if they would have fixed all of that, like that would have been really cool. But it is what it is. What came after that? I want to say it was the remakes of Gen 3. They will go in C tier because they were not what I thought they would be. A little disappointed in them, honestly. Didn't like their animation. I didn't like their lack of like additions that Emerald had made, and I get that they didn't do that version, but they left out a lot of stuff that they could have easily just added in, and I would have been fine with 2 different versions. So they're gonna go in C tier. Sun and Moon, Jesus, and D, and then oh my god, and then the Ultra ones are a bit improved, so I will put them there. Personally, I don't like Gen 7. I like how beautiful like the region is. Like I respect it, but everything else was just not good. And then the anime I don't like because the animation style just bothers me. Yeah, and it's sad because with Pokemon you have like this continued dwindled state of the animation, and every time it just gets worse in animation, my heart just kind of like cracks a little. but it is what it is. And then we have Let's Go, which I'm gonna put in B tier. I personally don't hate the Let's Go games. I rather have an original game, but these were nice. Like, I didn't hate them. I enjoyed playing with them. I had my fun. And I think they get a lot of unnecessary hate, mostly because people were like, "Oh my God, Let's Go," you know. But they weren't really bad games. Then again, they should never focus on that instead of the OG series. But if they're a game that comes out as an extra, I will still buy it. Like Let's Go Johto, whenever that comes out, 100% I'll buy it. I love Gen 2, and the Let's Go games aren't bad. They're a little different, and sometimes that's needed, but it doesn't need to replace, if that makes any sense. And then Sword and Shield, C's. I didn't hate the games. I just felt like it was so like anti-climatic, I guess. Sorry if I mispronounced that or anything. I don't really have a script right now, but I mean, they're on the Switch. You have it on a home console. Why do they look like crap? And you can't tell me the technology isn't available, because Breath of the Wild, it looks fantastic. It blows it out of the water. It's just annoying. The DLCs should have been either with the games or just like added content, but I just kind of was mad that I had to pay for extra stuff for a game that already felt like it was like lacking in many ways. They're still fun. I still like them, you know, but it's whatever. So that is my tier list, guys, and I will do more tier lists because personally I like tier lists because they're fun. But that is it for today, and I'll see you guys on the next video. But thank you guys for watching me, and please subscribe if you haven't. Comment what your tier list would be, or comment any changes that you would make to mine. Again, all subjective, but I'm okay to listening to other people's opinions. I have no problem with that. So you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.